excitement that we gather here today to celebrate the Amrit Kaal Viksit Bharat Developed India 2047 Utsav. Today's event will be a key step by BKBIT Pilani towards initiating the process of engaging one of the prominent scientists to share his ideas and suggestions for Viksit Bharat 2047. So let's welcome our guest with the bouquet. Dr. Bhausaheb Ashok Botre, Principal Scientist, CSIR CEERI Pilani. Dr. S.M. Prasanna Kumar, Director, BKBIT Pilani. Mr. K.K. Parekh, GM Commercial, BKBIT Pilani. Dr. Anil Kumar Sharma, Principal, BKBIT Pilani. Captain J.P. Singh, BTTI, ITI Section. The commencement of gathering today is marked by the cherished tradition, the lighting of the lamp. This ritual, steeped in profound symbolism, represents our ascent from ignorance to knowledge, from confusion to clarity, inviting illuminating wisdom into our mindset. We are absolutely honored to invite all the dignitaries to kindly kindle the flame of enlightenment. Sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. So moving forward, now I would like to call up Dr. S.M. Prasanna Kumar, Director, BKBIT Pilani, to address the gathering.
Well, very good morning to one and all. Respected chief guest of today's gathering, Parik sir, principal from ITI, HODs, faculty members, organizers, and beloved students. The program planned today to start with Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji speaking on the topic Amrit Kaal Vimarsh. For the same, we have organized this program, and it was supposed to start at 10:15, and now the message is there for us to start at 10:30. Depending on the live program, we shall plan accordingly to listen to Honorable Prime Minister. Before that, just to have a few words on Amrit Kaal Mahotsav, Amrit Kaal Vimarsh. India has shown its capability, strength in every domain and made whole world to know the land of our own and what all the fields that we have proven so far in this Amrit Kaal after independence. Very marvelous. And what are all the reasons for this? The youth, the citizens, Indians, educationalists, policymakers, businessmen, whatever, all the fields you take, farmers, soldiers, all, they have proven themselves that how a country can evolve from independence and before independence. So this is how we have shown in all the fields. For that now, how to take it further? And whole depends on the youth, because always youth thinks very high about the evolution, the needs of the country evolution, changes in that, the fields to be chosen for the next evolution, maybe farmers' problem, maybe educational issues concerned, maybe environmental concern, maybe policies concerned. So many areas one has to give high importance for upcoming country, upcoming India. So far, what you have proven is really appreciated by all the different countries of the world, and special appreciation everywhere. How harmony is developed among the countries of the whole world. This is how India is known for. And we know well that every human being is to be treated equally throughout the world. And we are all equal human beings, no such differences between country to country. Major issue whole world is facing, maybe in terms of against harmony, is terrorism. And such a issue is to be resolved by the heads of the different countries gathered together, and in this situation, our country leads always first. This is one issue I told. Like this, in the technology, the way how whole world should move further, especially to take care of the environmental issues, global warmings, any other issue you take, our country is leading in front and posing. How about taking the whole world in this angle? And all are appreciating. And our policies have been accepted. So this is how we have to think about evolution. That is nothing but Vikas or the Vimarsh. That means discussions we have to make about how further can be made about. Maybe program is going to start. We shall wait for Honorable Prime Minister to come up. It's almost 10:30. In this, to talk further about roles and responsibility of the youngsters, you all technocrats in your field, like this, the youngsters of our country in different fields, and as a technician, as a technocrat, you'll have to think high about your contribution to the evolution, changes, innovations, research, new needs of the public or society, all that in the hands of youth. And once you involve yourself, the youth of our country, involve all of them together, they will simply come out, surely come out from good thoughts, good ideas, good plans, good policies. This is what India required. And proud to say, India has got young strength more and more compared to any other country. We have average between somewhere 28 to 38 or so. The young population is very high, and naturally the thoughts will be very high. So you all also, not just your education alone, you will have to come up with good thoughts. I think program is going to start. I will stop here, and maybe after the speech, program will continue further. Thank you.
कार्यक्रम का आयोजन किया गया, जिसमें देश भर के विश्वविद्यालयों के वाइस चांसलर्स और शैक्षणिक संस्थानों के प्रमुख और फैकल्टी मेंबर्स भी इस कार्यक्रम में हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए हैं। मैं केंद्रीय शिक्षा मंत्री माननीय श्री धर्मेंद्र प्रधान जी से स्वागत संबोधन प्रस्तुत करने के लिए सादर अनुरोध करती हूँ।
माननीय राज्यपाल एवं उपराज्यपाल समूह, प्रतिष्ठित कुलपति, निर्देशक और उच्च शिक्षा संस्थानों की सभी आदरणीय फैकल्टी समूह, नमस्कार। आजादी के 75 वर्ष पूरे होने पर हमारी यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने देश की लाल किले से देश की आने वाले विकास के लिए, आने वाले रोड मैप बनाने के लिए एक नई दृष्टिकोण दिया है, विकसित भारत बनाने के लिए आह्वान किया है। हमारी देश की आजादी की 100 साल पूरे होने पर विकसित भारत के साथ एक नए भारत की निर्माण की उनकी अटूट प्रतिबद्धता ने करोड़ों लोगों के दिल में महत्वाकांक्षा और आशा की दीपक जलाया है। मित्रों, प्रधानमंत्री जी कहते हैं, यही समय सही समय है। मित्रों, पिछले सदी में, 20वीं सदी में जब तीसरे दशक तक हम पहुंचे थे, देश की एक तबका आजादी की लड़ाई लड़ रहे थे, दूसरे तबका आने वाले दिनों में, आने वाले सदी में देश कैसे होगा, इसके लिए शिक्षा के आधार पे नई सपने संजो रहे थे, योजना बना रहे थे। आज आवश्यकता है हम समाज की सभी घटकों को, विशेष करके शिक्षाविदों को, विद्यार्थियों को, शिक्षा से जुड़े हुए सभी दायित्ववान लोगों को इकट्ठा करके विकसित भारत की इस विमर्श में जोड़ने की आवश्यकता है। शिक्षा विभाग की ओर से अभी देश में अमृत काल विमर्श विकसित भारत 2047 की एक सीरीज ऑफ डायलॉग चल रहा है। उसी को आगे बढ़ाते हुए आज हम सभी का परम सौभाग्य है उसको एक जन आंदोलन की रूप देने के लिए प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने खुद आज देश की सभी मान्यगण्य शिक्षाविदों को, उसके माध्यम से देश की शिक्षा जगत को संबोधित करने का एक अवसर हम सभी के लिए बनाया है। मित्रों, इस विमर्श में नया आशा, आकांक्षा समाज की सभी विषयों के ऊपर, राजनीति, समाज नीति, अर्थनीति, टेक्नोलॉजी, इनोवेशन, नई रोजगार की सृजन और विश्व की एक नया दृष्टिकोण बनाने के लिए आज प्रधानमंत्री जी देश के सामने नया कल्पना रख रहे हैं। हमारी सारे एजुकेशन इंस्टीट्यूशन इसकी द्योतक बननी चाहिए। आज हमारी दायित्व है इस विमर्श को देश की नई पीढ़ी के अंदर हमारी कुलपति, हमारे डायरेक्टर्स, हमारे प्रोभोस्ट, हमारे सारे फैकल्टी, जैसे आजादी की लड़ाई के समय में सभी के अपने अपने दायित्व था। आज प्रधानमंत्री जी ने आह्वान किया है सभी को अपना कर्तव्य करना पड़ेगा। मित्रों, आइए आज हम लोग अपने कर्तव्य की, अपने हिस्सा की जिम्मेवारी को संभालें और अमृत काल में विकसित भारत हम सभी की जीवन की एक बड़े लक्ष्य हो। हम सभी की योगदान में शिक्षा को आधार करके हमारी व्यापक परिवार एक नया भारत, नया विश्व की सृजन करे। G20 की मंच पे प्रधानमंत्री जी ने विश्व को एक नया मार्गदर्शन किया है वसुधैव कुटुंबकम की। आज उसी कड़ी में हम शिक्षा जगत से एक अमृत निकालें, जिसमें हम माननीय प्रधानमंत्री की जो आज मार्गदर्शन रहेगा, जो आह्वान रहेगा, इसी को आज एक जन आंदोलन को एक प्रजातांत्रिक तरीके से साकार करने के लिए सभी की योगदान चाहिए, सभी की विमर्श चाहिए। मैं हम सब की ओर से माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का पुनः आभार प्रकट करता हूं और उनको निवेदन करता हूं हम सभी को आह्वान करें, मार्गदर्शन करें।
नमस्कार। केंद्रीय मंत्रिमंडल के मेरे सहयोगी धर्मेंद्र प्रधान जी, देश भर से हमारे साथ जुड़े राज्यपाल श्री, शिक्षा जगत के महानुभाव, देवी और सज्जनों, आज विकसित भारत के संकल्पों को लेकर बहुत ही अहम दिन है। मैं सभी गवर्नर्स को विशेष बधाई दूंगा कि उन्होंने विकसित भारत के निर्माण से जुड़ी इस वर्कशॉप का आयोजन किया है। देश की युवा शक्ति को दिशा देने का दायित्व जिन साथियों पर है, उनको आप एक मंच पर लाए हैं। शिक्षण संस्थानों की भूमिका व्यक्ति निर्माण की होती है और व्यक्ति निर्माण से ही राष्ट्र निर्माण होता है। और आज जिस कालखंड में भारत है, उसमें व्यक्ति निर्माण का अभियान बहुत ज्यादा अहम हो गया है। मैं आप सभी को वॉइस ऑफ यूथ वर्कशॉप की सफलता के लिए अग्रिम शुभकामनाएं देता हूं। साथियों, हर देश को इतिहास एक ऐसा कालखंड देता है जब वो अपनी विकास यात्रा को कई गुना आगे बढ़ा लेता है। ये एक तरह से उस देश का अमृतकाल होता है। भारत के लिए ये अमृतकाल इसी समय आया है। ये भारत के इतिहास का वो काल है जब देश ही क्वांटम जंप लेकर खुद को विकसित बना लिया। इसलिए ही मैं कहता हूं, भारत के लिए भी यही समय है, सही समय है। हमें इस अमृत काल के पल पल का लाभ उठाना है। हमें एक भी पल गंवाना नहीं है। साथियों, हम सभी के सामने प्रेरणा के लिए आजादी का हमारा लंबा संघर्ष भी है। जब हम एक ध्येय के साथ, एक जोश, एक जज्बे के साथ आजादी को अंतिम लक्ष्य मानकर मैदान में उतरे, तब हमें सफलता मिली। इस दौरान सत्याग्रह हो, क्रांति का रास्ता हो, स्वदेशी को लेकर जागरूकता हो, सामाजिक और शैक्षिक सुधार की चेतना हो, ये सारी धाराएं एक साथ मिलकर आजादी के आंदोलन की ताकत बन गई थी। इसी कालखंड में काशी हिंदू विश्वविद्यालय, लखनऊ विश्वविद्यालय, विश्व भारती, गुजरात विद्यापीठ, नागपुर यूनिवर्सिटी, अन्नामलाई यूनिवर्सिटी, आंध्र यूनिवर्सिटी, यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ केरल, ऐसे अनेक संस्थानों ने देश की चेतना को सशक्त किया। यही वो कालखंड था जब हर धारा में युवाओं के भीतर आजादी को लेकर नई चेतना का संचार हुआ। आजादी के लिए समर्पित एक पूरी युवा पीढ़ी खड़ी हो गई। एक ऐसा विचार देश में बन गया कि जो भी करना है वो आजादी के लिए करना है और अभी करना है। कोई चरखा काटता था तो वो भी आजादी के लिए, कोई विदेशी सामान का बहिष्कार करता था वो भी आजादी के लिए, कोई काव्य पाठ करता था वो भी आजादी के लिए, कोई किताब या अखबार में लिखता था वो भी आजादी के लिए, कोई अखबार के पर्चे बांटता था वो भी आजादी के लिए। ठीक इसी तरह आज हर व्यक्ति, हर संस्था, हर संगठन को इस प्रण के साथ आगे बढ़ना है कि मैं जो कुछ भी करूंगा, आपके संकल्पों का ध्येय एक ही होना चाहिए, विकसित भारत। एक शिक्षक के तौर पर आप ये सोचें कि ऐसा क्या करेंगे कि विकसित भारत के लक्ष्य में देश की मदद हो। एक विश्वविद्यालय के तौर पर आप ये सोचें कि ऐसा क्या करें कि भारत तेजी से विकसित बने। आप जिस क्षेत्र में हैं वहां ऐसा क्या हो, किस तरह हो कि भारत विकसित बनने के अपने मार्ग में तेजी से आगे बढ़े। साथियों, आप जिन एजुकेशन इंस्टीट्यूट को रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं वहां आपको देश की युवा ऊर्जा को इस एक लक्ष्य के लिए चैनलाइज करना है। आपके संस्थानों में आने वाला हर युवा कुछ न कुछ विशेषताओं के साथ आता है। उसके विचारों को चाहे वो कितने भी विविध क्यों न हो, उन सबको विकसित भारत के निर्माण की धारा से जोड़ना है। मैं चाहूंगा कि आप सभी विकसित भारत @2047 के विजन में कंट्रीब्यूट करने के लिए अपने दायरे से बाहर जाकर भी सोचें, आउट ऑफ बॉक्स सोचें। देश के हर कॉलेज और यूनिवर्सिटी में अधिक से अधिक युवा इस अभियान में शामिल हो सके, इसके लिए भी आपको विशेष अभियान चलाना चाहिए, नेतृत्व करना चाहिए, सरल भाषा में चीजों को व्याख्यायित करना चाहिए। आज ही माय गॉव के अंदर विकसित भारत @2047 सेक्शन लॉन्च हुआ है। इसमें विकसित भारत के विजन के लिए आइडियाज का एक सेक्शन है। और क्योंकि आइडिया की शुरुआत ही आई से होती है, इसलिए इसमें ऐसे आइडिया चाहिए जिसमें वर्णन हो कि मैं स्वयं भी क्या कर सकता हूं। और आइडिया में जैसे आई सबसे पहले है, इंडिया में भी आई सबसे पहले है। यानी अगर हमें सफलता पानी है, लक्ष्यों की प्राप्ति करनी है, उचित परिणाम लाना है, तो स्वयं के आई से ही शुरू होता है। इस माई गॉव पर, इस ऑनलाइन आइडियाज के पोर्टल पर 5 अलग अलग थीम्स पर सुझाव दिए जा सकते हैं। सबसे बेहतरीन 10 सुझावों के लिए पुरस्कार की भी व्यवस्था की गई है। साथियों, जब मैं सुझावों की बात करता हूं तो आपके सामने खुला आसमान है। हमें देश में एक ऐसी अमृत पीढ़ी को तैयार करना है जो आने वाले वर्षों में देश की कर्णधार बनेगी, जो देश को नेतृत्व और दिशा देगी। हमें देश के एक ऐसी नौजवान पौध को तैयार करना है जो देश हित को सर्वोपरि रखते, जो अपने कर्तव्यों को सर्वोपरि रखें। हमें सिर्फ शिक्षा और कौशल तक ही सीमित नहीं रहना है। एक नागरिक के तौर पर 24 घंटे देश के नागरिक कैसे सजग रहें, इस दिशा में भी प्रयास बढ़ाने आवश्यक है। हमें समाज में वो चेतना लानी है, कैमरे लगे हो या न लगे हो, लोग ट्रैफिक की रेड लाइट जंप न करें। लोगों में कर्तव्य बोध इतना ज्यादा हो कि वो समय पर दफ्तर पहुंचे, अपने दायित्वों को निभाने के लिए आगे बढ़कर काम करें। हमारे यहां जो भी प्रोडक्ट बने उसकी क्वालिटी इतनी बेहतर हो कि मेड इन इंडिया देखकर लेने वाले का गर्व और बढ़ जाए। जब देश का हर नागरिक जिस भी भूमिका में है, जब वो अपने कर्तव्यों को निभाने लगेगा तो देश भी आगे बढ़ चलेगा। अब जैसे प्राकृतिक संसाधनों के इस्तेमाल से जुड़ा विषय है, जब जल संरक्षण को लेकर गंभीरता बढ़ेगी, जब बिजली बचाने को लेकर गंभीरता बढ़ेगी, जब धरती मां को बचाने के लिए केमिकल का इस्तेमाल कम होगा, जब पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट के ज्यादा से ज्यादा इस्तेमाल के प्रति गंभीरता होगी, तो समाज पर, देश पर हर क्षेत्र में बहुत ज्यादा सकारात्मक प्रभाव पड़ेगा। मैं ऐसे कितने ही उदाहरण आपको गिना सकता हूं। आप भी मानेंगे कि छोटी छोटी बातें हैं, लेकिन इनका इंपैक्ट बहुत बड़ा होता है। स्वच्छता के जन आंदोलन को नई ऊर्जा कैसे दी जाए, इसके लिए भी आपके सुझाव अहम होंगे। हमारे युवा कैसे आधुनिक लाइफस्टाइल के साइड इफेक्ट्स का मुकाबला करें, इसके लिए आपके सुझाव अहम होंगे। मोबाइल की दुनिया के अलावा हमारे युवा बाहर की दुनिया भी देखें, ये भी उतना ही जरूरी है। एक शिक्षक के तौर पर आपको ऐसे कितने ही विचारों की सीडिंग वर्तमान और अगली पीढ़ी में करनी है, और आपको खुद भी अपने विद्यार्थियों का रोल मॉडल बनना है। देश के नागरिक जब देश के हित की सोचेंगे, तभी एक सशक्त समाज का निर्माण होगा। और आप भी जानते हैं कि जिस तरह समाज का मानस होता है, वैसी ही झलक हमें शासन प्रशासन में भी नजर आती है। मैं अगर शिक्षा के क्षेत्र की बात करूं, तो उससे जुड़े भी कितने ही विषय हैं। 3-4 साल के कोर्स के बाद हमारे शिक्षण संस्थान प्रमाण पत्र देते हैं, डिग्रियां देते हैं, लेकिन क्या हमें यह सुनिश्चित नहीं करना चाहिए कि हर छात्र के पास कोई न कोई स्किल अनिवार्य रूप से हो? ऐसी चर्चाएं, इससे जुड़े सुझाव ही विकसित भारत की यात्रा का मार्ग स्पष्ट करेंगे। इसलिए आपको अपने हर कैंपस, हर संस्थान और राज्य के स्तर पर इन विषयों पर मंथन की एक व्यापक प्रक्रिया के रूप में आगे बढ़ना चाहिए। साथियों, विकसित भारत के निर्माण का यह अमृत काल वैसा ही है, वैसा ही समय है जैसे हम अक्सर परीक्षाओं के दिनों में देखते हैं। विद्यार्थी अपने परीक्षा के प्रदर्शन को लेकर बहुत आत्मविश्वासी होते हैं, लेकिन फिर भी अंतिम समय तक वो कोई कोर कसर बाकी नहीं छोड़ता। हर विद्यार्थी अपना सब कुछ झोंक देता है, समय का पल पल एक ही देर से जोड़ देता है, और जब परीक्षा की तारीखें आ जाती हैं, डेट डिक्लेयर हो जाती है, तो ऐसा लगता है पूरे परिवार की परीक्षा की तारीख आ गई है। सिर्फ विद्यार्थी नहीं, बल्कि पूरा परिवार ही एक अनुशासन के दायरे में हर काम करता है। हमारे लिए भी देश के नागरिक के तौर पर परीक्षा की डेट डिक्लेयर हो चुकी है। हमारे सामने 25 साल का अमृत काल है। हमें 24 घंटे इसी अमृत काल और विकसित भारत के लक्ष्यों के लिए काम करना है। यही वातावरण हमें एक परिवार के रूप में बनाना, ये हम सबकी सामूहिक जिम्मेवारी है। साथियों, आज दुनिया की आबादी तेजी से बुजुर्ग हो रही है, और भारत युवा शक्ति से सशक्त है। एक्सपर्ट बताते हैं कि आने वाले 25-30 वर्षों तक वर्किंग एज पॉपुलेशन के मामले में भारत सबसे अग्रणी रहने वाला है। इसलिए भारत के युवाओं पर पूरी दुनिया की नजर है। युवा शक्ति एजेंट ऑफ चेंज भी है और बेनिफिशियरीज ऑफ चेंज भी है। आज जो युवा साथी कॉलेज और यूनिवर्सिटीज में हैं, उनके कैरियर को भी यही 25 साल तय करने वाले हैं। यही युवा नए परिवार बनाने वाले हैं, नया समाज बनाने वाले हैं। इसलिए ये तय करना कि विकसित भारत कैसा हो, ये हक भी सबसे अधिक हमारी युवा शक्ति को ही है। इसी भाव के साथ सरकार देश के हर युवा को विकसित भारत के एक्शन प्लान से जोड़ना चाहती है। देश के युवाओं की आवाज को विकसित भारत के निर्माण की नीति रणनीति में ढालना चाहती है। युवाओं के साथ आप सबसे ज्यादा संपर्क में रहते हैं, इसलिए इसमें आप सभी साथियों का योगदान बहुत महत्वपूर्ण होने वाला है। साथियों, हमें प्रगति के जिस रोड मैप पर चलना है, वो सिर्फ सरकार तय नहीं करेगी, उसे देश तय करेगा। देश के हर नागरिक का इनपुट उसमें होगा, सक्रिय भागीदारी इसमें होगी। सबका प्रयास यानी जन भागीदारी एक ऐसा मंत्र है जिससे बड़े से बड़े संकल्प सिद्ध होते हैं। स्वच्छ भारत अभियान हो, डिजिटल इंडिया अभियान हो, कोरोना से मुकाबला हो, वोकल फॉर लोकल होने की बात हो, हम सभी ने सबका प्रयास की ताकत देखी है। सबका प्रयास से ही विकसित भारत का निर्माण होना है। आप सभी विद्वत जन स्वयं भी देश के विकास के विजन को शेप करने वाले लोग हैं, युवा शक्ति को चैनलाइज करने वाले लोग हैं। इसलिए आपसे अपेक्षाएं कहीं अधिक हैं। ये देश का भविष्य लिखने का एक महाअभियान है। आपका हर सुझाव विकसित भारत की इमारत की भव्यता को और निखारेगा। एक बार फिर आप सभी को आज के इस वर्कशॉप की तो शुभकामनाएं देता हूं, लेकिन आज से जो आंदोलन शुभारंभ हो रहा है, और मेरा पक्का विश्वास है कि 2047 तक हम विकसित भारत बना सकते हैं, मिलकर के बना सकते हैं। आज यात्रा का आरंभ हो रहा है। नेतृत्व शिक्षाविदों के हाथ में है, नेतृत्व विद्यार्थियों के हाथ में है, नेतृत्व शिक्षण जगत की इंस्टीट्यूशंस के हाथ में है, और ये अपने आप में देश बनाने वाली और स्वयं को भी बनाने वाली पीढ़ी का कालखंड है। उन सब के लिए मेरी बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं हैं। धन्यवाद।
तो लाभ होता है। विकसित भारत एक्ट 2047 युवाओं की आवाज, इस पहल का शुभारंभ माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के द्वारा किए जाने के बाद अब दिल्ली से ये कार्यक्रम यही समाप्त हो रहा है। अब आप सबसे अनुरोध करते हैं कि माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के द्वारा दिए गए मार्गदर्शन के अनुरूप वर्कशॉप्स और पैनल डिस्कशंस के आधार पर आप अपने कार्यक्रम को आगे बढ़ा सकते हैं। Ladies and gentlemen, with this we conclude the launch function of Viksit Bharat Act 2047 Voice of Youth from Delhi. You may all kindly proceed with the workshops and panel discussions as per the scheduled program. Thank you all for joining us. Namaskar.
So, based on our Prime Minister's inauguration speech, we, the youth, and the faculty members and students have got the great responsibility to take over before to fulfill the dream of Viksit Bharat 2047. Moving ahead with the function today, we would like to request Mr. K.K. Parikh, GM Commercial, to address the gathering.
सभी को मेरा सादर नमस्कार। आज के इस फंक्शन के मुख्य अतिथि डॉक्टर बोत्रे, डायरेक्टर BKBIT डॉक्टर असम प्रसन्न कुमार जी, प्रिंसिपल BKBIET डॉक्टर अनिल शर्मा जी, प्रिंसिपल BTTI ITI सेक्शन डॉक्टर जेपी सिंह, all faculty members, my dear students. आज बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण दिन है हम सबके लिए। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने एक बहुत बड़ी जिम्मेवारी शिक्षा विभाग को दी है। शिक्षा विभाग के जितने भी पदाधिकारी गण हैं उनके द्वारा बच्चों तक पहुंचना, उनको जागरूक रखना और ये जो लक्ष्य निर्धारित किया है विकसित भारत 2047 का, उसको हमें एक चुनौती की तरह स्वीकार करके इसमें सफलता प्राप्त करनी है। आज आज़ादी के करीब 75-76 साल हो गए हैं और एक नई शुरुआत हुई थी। सब कुछ बिखरा हुआ था, उसको सजाने संवारने में समय लगा। धीरे धीरे कितने विकास हुए, ऐसी बात नहीं है कि काम नहीं हुए, काम बहुत हुए हैं। अगर पहले के जो भी आज 80-90 साल के अगर कोई आदमी है तो वो बता सकता है कि क्या क्या प्रॉब्लम्स थी और कैसे कैसे उनसे ओवरकम हुए। अब उसी गाथा को गाने की बजाय आगे भविष्य कैसा होगा, एक बहुत अच्छा मार्गदर्शन मिल रहा है देश को और सही उन्होंने चुना है युवा पीढ़ी को। आज का युवा ही सिद्ध करेगा आगे जाके ये देश कैसा होगा। आपका जो समय है, खासतौर से स्टूडेंट्स का, आगे वाले ये 25 साल आपके लिए बहुत अहम होंगे और इस समय को खाली इधर उधर फ्यूटाइल थिंग्स में नष्ट न करके उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करें। अपने आगे के लक्ष्य को, टारगेट को, कोई भी चीज़ हासिल करने के लिए पहले टारगेट होना चाहिए। टारगेट एक कैसा विकसित देश होगा हमारा 2047 में, डेवलप्ड कंट्री, दुनिया के सामने जो लगे। और हमें उदाहरण मिल रहे हैं अभी कुछ पिछले 8-10 सालों में इतना ज़बरदस्त काम हुआ है। जैसे कोविड का अगर लें, 2020 के दिसंबर में मेरे ख्याल में ये चर्चा चली प्रधानमंत्री जी से कि कैसे कैसे लड़ेंगे। जितने भी साइंटिस्ट हैं उन्होंने कहा कि जी ये तो नया वायरस है, ये क्या रूप लेगा, कैसे म्यूटेट करेगा, तो इसका उपाय क्या है? इसका उपाय वैक्सीनेशन है। तो बोले बनाओ। और आप देख रहे हैं जनवरी 2021 में शायद आ गया था, इसका टीका लगा और सबको मिला और इतनी ज़्यादा प्रोडक्शन हुआ कि बाहर वाले दुनिया को भी दिए। और उसमें जो कमाई की बात नहीं की इंडिया ने, एक मानवता के लिए ये एक उदाहरण है। बाकी जितने भी इतनी ज़्यादा पीएम की योजनाएं हैं जिनका कईयों को अपने को पता भी नहीं है कौन कौन सी है, तो अगर अपने को जानकारी नहीं होगी तो हम लाभ क्या उठाएंगे। तो ये खास तौर से इस विभाग का भी काम है, खास तौर से युवाओं का, कि इस चीज को समझे पड़े और जो अनभिज्ञ उनको बताएं क्या क्या स्कीम्स है। आज जैसे तरह तरह की चिरंजीव योजनाएं है, जो पहले बहुत मुश्किल था किसी को इलाज करवाना, इतना महंगा। आज आम आदमी देखिए हार्ट का हो रहा है, बाईपास का केस, कितने ज़्यादा उनको लाभ हो रहे हैं। लेकिन प्रोवाइडेड कि जाने समझें क्या है। हमारा ज़्यादातर जैसे प्रधानमंत्री जी ने भी धीरे से एक अपने को सिग्नल दिया था कि मोबाइल की दुनिया से निकल के बच्चे कुछ करें। बहुत बड़ी बात है इशारों इशारों में कि सिर्फ हम इसी में लगे रहते हैं। हम मतलब खास तौर से युवा पीढ़ी कितना टाइम कितनी एनर्जी उसमें जा रही है। ठीक आप देखिए करिए, लेकिन उसका जो है अच्छा यूज कैसे हो वो आप उसको देखिए करिए। और मुझे विश्वास है कि जो अभी तक की जो अपने संस्कार मिले हैं, अपनी इतना सिविलाइजेशन का जो है देश का, ऐसा नहीं है। वो कई चीज़ें पहले भी विकसित थी, वो डिस्ट्रॉय हो गई सालों के बाद में। ये पहले भी जो है डेवलप्ड कंट्री था काफ़ी कुछ। तो उन चीज़ों को रखते हुए उनसे शिक्षा लेके, उनका उदाहरण लेके और उसमें जितने सुधार करने करके आगे एक अच्छी चीज़ बनाए और विकसित भारत को बनाए। मुझे विश्वास है कि हर देशवासी का इसमें सहयोग रहेगा। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir, for your motivating words. Now I would like to call up Dr. Anil Kumar Sharma, Principal, BKBIT, Pilani, to address the gathering.
Respected dais and dear students, today we have already, as per the schedule, we are getting little delayed. So the Amrit Kaal Vimarsh, this is a very important event going to start today, and because it is going to be like finish at 2047. So as PM has already said to us that responsibility lies with the teachers, with the students, to motivate them and to bring to them to the path so that the India is coming to the developed country states. So on this same series, the Botre sir is going to address our gathering on the expert lecture, and then later on we will start the session. So welcome everyone and thank you very much. Let's start the event.
Thank you, sir. Before we dive into the heart of our program, we are truly honored to have a remarkable individual with us, a man whose insights, expertise, and achievement have left an indelible mark in design and development of intelligent electronic instrumentation systems and intelligent machine learning based systems. Today, we are privileged to welcome our distinguished speaker and a source of inspiration for many. Dr. Bhausaheb Ashok Botre is a principal scientist of Societal Electronics Group at CSIR, Central Electronics Engineering Research Institute, CEERI, involved in design and development of intelligent instrumentation and real-time control system for applications in water, low-power electric vehicles, assistive technology, automation, and robotic industries. He is also Associate Professor at Academic of Scientific and Innovative Research ACSIR, New Delhi. He has received BSc, MSc, and PhD degree in electronic science from Savitribai Phule, Pune University, Pune, India, in 2000, 2002, and 2009, respectively. He has 14 years of multidisciplinary R&D experience and published more than 50 research papers in international and national journals and conferences. Dr. Bhausaheb Ashok Botre, Principal Scientist, was awarded the National Award 2022 on 3rd December 2022 for his remarkable research for the empowerment of persons with disabilities. This award was presented to Botre by Her Excellency President Ms. Smriti Draupadi Murmu at a grand function organized by the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment at Vigyan Bhavan, New Delhi, on the occasion of International Day of Disabled 2022 for the development of e-assist strike developed by CSIR CEERI by his project team. Now, without further ado, please join me to extending a warm and enthusiastic welcome to our esteemed guest speaker, Dr. Bhausaheb Ashok Botre. Sir. Hello.
Hello. Dignitaries on dais, faculty members, and students. So today is a great event. I remember Smita madam asked me to give a date for delivering a keynote speech on Amrit Kaal, Viksit Bharat. So I chose randomly 11th December, and I'm really having privilege that it is coinciding with our Honorable Prime Minister's event, and I am delivering this invited talk on assistive e-mobility for elderly and people with disability as a part of Viksit Bharat at 2047 event. I am thankful to Smita Madam and Director Sir, Principal Sir of BKBIT for giving me this opportunity to share with you all my learnings and experiences which I gained during my research work at CSIR CEERI Pilani. I'm thankful to all students for participating in this event. Thank you. So why have I selected this topic, assistive mobility, as a research? We have many topics, sensors, IoT, machine learning, VLSI, embedded system. Can anyone guess why have I chosen this topic? Anyone would like to share?
I don't have much idea about locomotive and all, but I feel this the vision related and other disabilities also are rapidly high in the world, especially in India. Keeping, keeping those things in mind, I, as a public policy person, strongly feel that these subjects has to be addressed well. आणि मला खूप आनंद वाटते आपण आले आणि हे इम्पॉर्टंट इश्यू ॲड्रेस करता ते महाराष्ट्र धन्य है आणि राजस्थान बेनिफिट घेतोय. थँक्यू सो मच. आय एम डॉक्टर बीना नारायण, प्रिन्सिपल BKBIG.
Thank you, madam, for connecting with my. Yes, she has very nicely shared her views about the importance about the importance about the importance of assistive technologies in our society. As all of you are aware, we have already challenge of locomotor disabled and many categories of the disabilities in our society. But not only in our country, the whole world, this category is highly neglected. I would say maybe because of one's mindset. क्या कर लेंगे वो बेचारे हैं. You know, this is the word used everywhere. But being a matured citizen of our country and this world, we have to rethink, can we make change in their life? And what is the purpose to make change in their life by developing innovative technologies? What is the purpose? What do they need? They don't need any money. They don't need any property. They need only smile on their face. And considering this, I, Bhausaheb Botre from CSIR CEERI Pilani, took this challenge of assistive e-mobility in 2015. I could able to convince then our director, sir, Dr. Chandrasekhar, sir, for permitting me to start my research work, which is associated with the control system onto the assistive mobility. I work in integrated circuits and systems group at Central Electronics Engineering Research Institute, which is just adjacent to our institute. My area of research is assistive mobility, and these are instrumentation, control system. These are my foundation subjects of studies. Next, please. Yes. If you see, he is Narendra. He is Narendra who stays in Jherli. All of you are aware of this person. He used to ride and go from his Jherli village to Pilani market for procurement of his different items, groceries and vegetables. In 2015, I have observed this person on same road of this BKBIT 31 and I shoot him of 10-second video. Why have I shot him? I observed pain in his shoulders, pain in his heart, and that pain spark triggered in me because I have been using my manual tricycle since 25 years from my Pune University till CSIR CEERI Pilani. And I thought, why shouldn't I do some research work and technology development for the betterment of the society? And that spark and trigger enabled me to take this challenge. So understanding the pain of the end user is very, very important before initiating any research work or any technology development. So it may be shoulder pain, knee pain, limitations of the availability of the transportation options. But the main pain is that point which I said earlier, and that is nothing but bechara. Okay, we have to eradicate this bechara from our country, from our world. And how would we do that thing? By research, technology development, providing this category assistive technologies so that they can use them and they can live normal life in the society. They can start the normal living in the society. They can earn and they can survive and they can run their families. I'll share a few of my examples of a deployment of assistive e-trikes to the people with disabilities in Pilani town and how have that thing transformed their life. And one of the examples is in your college. He, he is Sabalji. He is elderly person. Why have I shared this photograph on the slide? One is Narendra from Jherli and he is Sabalji. But he is normal person. What is the need? He served almost 50 to 55 years repairing cycles in Pilani, in CEERI colony. And his end users are students. He has been selflessly giving his services to the students by repairing the cycles. But he has been suffering from knee pain. He cannot able to ride his own bicycle. He is old age. He stays in Jugibasti, next to our BKBIT college or CEERI colony. It is hardly half-kilometer distance, but it is very painful for him to ride his bicycle to start from his home to reach CEERI market and go back. Even standing on his leg makes lots of pain. So just imagine riding a bicycle at this age is very, very cumbersome. Now you can ask me, he can buy electric cycle, electric bicycle, which is costing approximately 40,000 to 50,000, or say even 30,000. But he can't because of his economic conditions. On the other side, our government policies are not helping him to get 1A tricycle. So is it not our responsibility to research and make technologies of assistive mobility so that not only one category of the disabled people, but elderly people can also get the benefits out of this? So these pains and challenges we considered and we started our research on development of electronic controllers for e-assist tricycles. As you are aware, in our country, wheelchairs are very less used. They are mainly used in buildings, societies, and community centers. However, below poverty line people, they use tricycles, either bicycles or tricycles. So an idea popped up of incorporating e-assist, electric assist, in tricycle. So what are the things needed to make tricycle electric or bicycle electric? So there are three key components which are needed to make tricycles or bicycle electric. First one is electronic controller, battery, and motor. So after having lots of surveys, I could found Alimco as a main manufacturer of motorized electric tricycle in our country. And in 2020, Neo Motion, one of the IIT Madras startup, they introduced their product Neo Bolt. These products are there. It is costing 1.25 lakhs. Its cost is approximately 45,000 rupees. Now the things are there, mobility, electric mobilities are there. Then why do we need research? Can anyone guess? Anyone wish to share? Yes. Any student? Thank you, sir. Cost is the one important factor because as I mentioned earlier, in our country, not only in our country, worldwide, we have two categories of people: below poverty line people and mid and above income category of the people. So almost 70 to 80% people, disabled people and elderly people, belong to below poverty line people. Okay, so if we have research and technology development in our country of needed important devices like electronic controller, motor and batteries, then certainly the cost of these assistive mobility vehicles can be bring down. Okay, and after having the survey, I could find many challenges of these vehicles, and these challenges are devices are imported, assembled in factory. No scientific and engineering studies carried out on these vehicles and on electronic and electric devices, and no indigenous technology available in this device series of electrical and electronic components like motors, controllers, and batteries. Since last 4 to 5 years, I could able to find many IITs and research institutes. They initiated research in this domain. But the things and the challenge is that one side we have a China market, we are importing and their cost is very low. If we research and develop, we are unable to meet their cost, production cost. That is the main and important challenge. The problems and challenges I have listed over here. So in the context of e-tricycle, what are the challenges? E-tricycles are used by disabled people to travel from one place to another. This is the key requirement. Then these are designed for a single user, but you can see picture this one. They carry their family on their tricycle because they don't have option. They cannot ride on say bike, or they cannot carry their family members. The only option is that they keep their family members on the given tricycle and then they start riding. But this has effect on electronic and electrical components used on these vehicles. Okay, this is what the video I'm showing over here, the challenges that they are having. The design is that only one person can use this assistive mobility, but in reality, in our country, they are carrying their family and all luggage, which puts additional load on the e-tricycle. So what are the other challenges? These e-tricycles may get stuck in traffic and may not start on inclined roads or flyovers because these controllers are not designed as per our road conditions and inclinations. So these electronic and electrical components and devices used in industries are imported and specially made in China, even controllers, motors, and batteries. And as I mentioned earlier, these devices are not designed as per our road and load conditions. Road and load conditions. So if end user adds more load on the e-tricycle, then it exhibits significant stress on their major components, as I mentioned earlier, like especially on the controller, and it starts hitting, okay, and sometimes it burns. Now, after burning or say having any fault, it exhibits different challenge. These controllers are not easily available in the market, and even though they are available in the market, they are out of reach to the end user or disabled person. They have to search in the market where would these controllers are available or motors are available. So they become helpless. And this challenge is not only for the disabled person. It is the challenge to even e-bikes also, electric two-wheelers also. Last week, one school visited our CSIR CEERI, and one student shared me, sir, how can CSIR CEERI can repair their controller? He shared me one experience. He took his e-bike, electric vehicle to Junjunu and he got it repaired. But surprisingly, he shared me that it costed 5,000 rupees for him, only repairing of the controller. But the actual cost of the controller is hardly 3,000 to 4,000 rupees for the electric vehicle, two-wheeler. But why have he changed or repaired it? Because controller is not easily available, that series, that is the one. And services are not available. Repairing and maintenance services are not available. So why don't we see this as a space of repairing and services needed for electric vehicle, two-wheel segment, three-wheel segment, and four-wheel segment in our country? We do not have this facility or say services in our country. One can have startup in this domain. So what would be the solution to such situations of the electronic controllers and motors? So solution would be to reinvent and develop these controllers, motors, which would be capable of handling mentioned dynamic conditions, road and load conditions in our country. So one option is to research and reinvent our country these devices. Other option is to initiate services, strengthen our services sector so that students can get more and more employment and they can start their industries. Research side, we have to reinvent and research these devices. Now I have shared you problems and challenges. Next comes the solution. So how would we get the solution? As I mentioned earlier, we will get the solution by reinventing and research. So what would we need for reinventing and research? We need these pointers. Building Atmanirbhar Bharat with Atmavishwas. First, we need confidence in ourselves. Our Honorable Prime Minister have mentioned in his speech, we have to start from I. So we have to start from self. We have to take the initiative with self-confidence. There would be 5 pillars which I'm explaining on next slide about the technologies, reinvention, research. Then innovation, science, and technology plays very, very important role while researching these devices and components. E-assist tricycle, power assistive e-trikes, these are the prototypes which we have developed in CSIR CEERI, Pilani as a part of project. Then we have Shakti Chakra training program of assistive mobility, which have been initiated by our director, sir, in the month of May 2023, and Jigyasa program for students. Jigyasa program for students. So building Atmanirbhar Bharat with Atmavishwas. So this point is very, very important. Why do we need Atmavishwas, confidence that yes, it is going to work? Because you might have heard many stories, such as stories of the startups from IITs. Okay, so any story any student would like to share? So most of the startup students start, and students around them, okay, they start talking like this. अरे ये तुम्हारा तो चलेगा ही नहीं, right? ये क्या कर रहे हो तुम, तुम्हारा एयर डाउन हो जाएगा. Have you heard such kind of things in stories? Right? अरे तुम्हारा क्या कपड़ा ही ये चल नहीं रहा है. So these are the things you heard which brings down your confidence. So to keep your confidence level high, your energy, your power level must be at level 1. So whoever are sending negative vibes towards you, keep your energy level always 1 and keep focused on your to keep moving forward. That is what the Atma Vishwas is. If you have Atma Vishwas, confidence in you, you can get success in your startup as well as in your project, whatever project or task you have taken in your hand. So Atma Vishwas is highly needed to ignore the negativity coming towards you and keep focused to move forward. I'll share you how that helped me during my project work. So these are the 5 pillars. I took these 5 pillars example from one of the lecture of Honorable former Director General of CSIR, Raghunath Mashelkar sir. He shared these 5 pillars, and I liked these pillars, and I just thought to share these pillars to all of you. These 5 pillars are highly needed for research and development or any startup in our country. So these pillars are talking about the technologies and what need to be done and what not need to be done, what to be done and what need not to be done. So first option is buy the technology. When will you buy the technology? If you have money, but our country is developing country, we have to think many times whether to spend money to buy the technology. You might have experienced or technology procurement of supercomputer or technology procurement of many strategic sectors, even especially for the fighter planes. The first one is buy. It is very challenging for our country. The second one is make. Can we make technology in our country? We need, yes, we can make, but we have to have the strong base for it. Strong science and technology base for it. We need more and more investment in science and technology. So can anyone tell me what is the investment of science and technology in our country? How much crores? I don't want to make any comparison, but it is highly needed. It is very less. It is very less. So for making technology, we need investment, we need our working hands. That is a challenging thing. We cannot achieve our goals which we are setting in Viksit Bharat. So we need to make collaborations with other countries, right? So the next thing comes the buy to make better. So few things we can buy, we can make in our country and to make the things better or technologies better. Okay? Instead of directly buying the things, we can buy to make to make better. We can buy the things, raw materials, and make the things better or technologies better. This is the quite better option compared to first one. Fourth option is make to buy better. So there are few examples of technologies in our country, and one of them is the supercomputer. Initially, sir is very well aware about this technology, supercomputer technology. In 80s decade, our honorable Prime Minister during that time, he wanted to have the supercomputer technology for various applications, especially telecommunication applications in our country, strengthening our science and technology. But foreign countries, especially Western countries, they had a fear we may misuse that supercomputer technology for some strategic sector, some military application. So they denied technology. They denied. And all of you are aware, our CDAC, they took the challenge and they have invented and developed technology of supercomputer. What happened after development of that supercomputer? Other developing countries, they approached India and they inquired whether can we supply them supercomputers. Now we have become the competitor to the Western countries, and they started saying, now we can give you supercomputers. So this is the example of make to buy better. If we make the things, our competitors in other countries, they will bring down the cost and they will come in a zone to give that device or technology to you. And last is put together. If we keep buy to make better and make to buy better together, it would certainly strengthen our development of the technologies and keep moving forward. Instead of spending 10 or 20 years on research and technology development and deployment and taking to the manufacturing level, we can achieve the goal in hardly 3 to 4 years. Because we are running these two pointers in parallel. Next is the reinvention, which involves the innovation, design, and development. Why do we need reinvention? Let me share you one example of China's mobile assembly. Initially, they were assembling Samsung mobiles, LG phones, smartphones. All of you are aware. When smartphone introduced in the market, the whole assembling process of these devices were in China, right? So, for example, one Samsung mobile assembling cost, they were getting hardly $20 to $30. However, the cost of that mobile was $250. How much China was getting? $20, $30 for assembling. What they did, they opened those mobiles, researched them, and they introduced Oppo, Realme. Now you are using those mobile phones, smart mobile phones. Are you using those mobile phones? How many of you are having the made in China mobile phone? China, not China made, not assembled in China. China made, like Oppo, Realme, OnePlus. Almost everyone are using these mobile phones. What they did, they were initially getting $20 to $30. After reinventing and manufacturing, reinvention and manufacturing of these series of smartphones, they have become competitor to other Western company mobile phones, smartphones. And now if you see the market segment of these mobile phones, smart mobile phones, China is almost equivalent to the other manufacturers of the mobile. So they switched their gear from assembling in China to reinvent in China. And from $20, $30 they are gaining initially, they become the competitor and they started earning $250. Is it not strengthening our economy or their economy? Strengthening economy of their country? So they started inventing. It is not the matter whether the device is already available and why are you doing the same research. It is the thing, how much is the market volume, how much is the need in the market, and accordingly one has to decide whether to take that challenge of the reinvention, reinvent it, switch your gear from assembly only in China to the reinvent in China and then start manufacturing. On the similar line, I remember in our country, all of you might be aware during 2011 to 2013, India have also started the same thing, Micromax, carbon mobiles. They were only assembling in India. We should reinvent these things. We have to start rotating the wheels. Then only it would strengthen our economy. Is it? We have to strengthen our economy means we have to develop technologies in our country as well as we have to make innovations, novelties in them so that it will make value addition in those devices or technologies so that it would strengthen our country. So this is all about the Atmanirbhar Bharat and with Atmavishwas. I hope you have understood why we need to have the innovations, science and technology and reinvention in our country. Yes. So coming back to the assistive mobility challenges, considering those challenges of e-tricycle and bicycle, in CSIR CEERI, our team have got 3 projects from Government of India. The first project was under CSIR mission, Work Package 2.4 on development of advanced closed loop control system for the e-assist tricycle. The second project funded by DST Seed, which was on power assistive hybrid e-trike for differently able person in rural and urban regions of our country. And third project, this was given by our Honorable Director Sir for making of 25 e-assist tricycle as a batch processing capability and activity in our CSIR series. So during the R&D work and development in CSIR series, our team could able to develop 3 categories or 3 types of electronic controller. The first one was the laboratory model of the electronic controller. Second one was the batch processing model of the electronic controller. And third one was the production prototype of the electronic controller. So as all of you are aware, we start our research, makes the experimental setup in our laboratory, we perform various experimentations and we get the publications. Now the thing comes, what's next? After getting the publication, should we stop that research or should we keep moving ahead to make the technology mature to the batch production level or to the mass manufacturing level? So I'll share you my experience, how have we conducted the research on electronic controller in our laboratory, and then how have we reached to the industry level of the maturity of the production prototype of the electronic controller in the context of electronic e-tricycle. So today is Viksit Bharat launched by our Honorable Prime Minister of India, and he mentioned about ideas, innovative ideas, and now I am connecting it with products. So ideas I have mentioned, challenges I have mentioned, we have to introduce e-assist in tricycle, right? So we have started our research on assistive mobility, development of e-assist tricycle, research and technology development at our laboratory. During the first 2 years of our research, we could able to develop this experimental setup of the brushless DC motor controller in our CSIR series Pilani. So in conventional electric vehicles or motors segment, DC motor, AC induction motors are widely used. However, in EV category, low power EV category or high power electric vehicle category, BLDC motor and PMSM motors are widely used. BLDC motor is brushless DC motor. It has its own advantages. It has the electronic commutation. Because of that, it exhibits more efficiency as compared to the DC motor. And BLDC motor is consisting of 3 parts. One is the stator where coils are, coil winding is provided. Second component is rotor with magnets fitted in this assembly. It is a brushless mechanism and it operates on electronic communication. What this electronic controller does, it takes the present state of the motor position of the motor, and based on these signals received from the Hall sensors, it generates the commutation signal needed to drive the three-phase MOSFET bridge, which provides the rotating electric magnetic field into this winding. And as this winding gets the signals of rotating electric signals, it enables the magnets, it enables the magnet fitted into the rotor to take the action of push and pull. Okay, it is happening because of the Bhausaheb law, which is nothing but attraction and repulsion of the forces. Those forces acts inside this motor, which enables the motor to start rotating or to take the motion. And the BLDC motor we are preferring in e-assist tricycle because it is showing or it exhibited a good torque to power ratio. It exhibited good efficiency and torque to speed ratio. The functioning is very simple. However, making electronic circuit is a challenge. One has to understand how this process of detection of the present position and generating the commutation sequence has to take place inside the microcontroller or any computing platform. And we have to associate these commutations with controller, that is nothing but PID. So one side it is a sensing, another side generating the control action. So this is the basic fundamental research which we carried out in our CSIR series laboratory, and we could able to set up this experimentation of the BLDC motor in our lab. So our first version of the electronic circuit was like this. Lots of wires, bigger circuit. And we could able to perform few experimentations in respect to power, speed, and voltage and speed. Initially, we were using potentiometer to give the set speed. During our testing in our laboratory, we were using potentiometer. Subsequently, we understood other interfaces needed for the assistive mobility or electric vehicle, like interfacing with the throttle here, then interfacing with the brake, and other devices like battery protection, sensing of the current, sensing of the voltage, and so forth. So these were the incremental developments, research and development, which we carried out in our laboratory. And certainly it is not only we did it in team at our CSIR CEERI Pilani. So this is the setup. You can see how the motor is running from this electronic circuit, and we could able to capture the three-phase waveforms onto the oscilloscope. And here you can see, again same person, Narendra. He is my inspiration. He is my motivation. So this is how our first version of the electronic circuit was. We used discrete components and DIP package of the electronic components in this version. No SMD devices. So he is our former director Chandrasekhar sir. He is my mentor. He used to guide me at each and every step. Not only me, our team. After getting retirement from CSIR CEERI in 2016, 2015, 2016, he joined BITS Pilani as emeritus professor. After joining there, we had a joint project between CSIR CEERI and BITS Pilani, which was funded by DSTC. And he shared me, Botre, don't worry, I would like to connect with your team for the discussions, and we will keep moving ahead in 2016 and 2017. And after making first prototype of this e-tricycle, we demonstrated him, and very happily he said, Botre, I want to take a ride of this one. I want to taste this. So our team have got such a wise person as a mentor. So these are few of the experimental results and data analytics which we have performed on our developed electronic controller. These are associated with powers, speed, voltage, and current. So as I mentioned earlier, research is almost done. We have got the experimental setup. We have developed controller. Experimental analysis have been done. We got publication. What's next? Should we stop there? No. We have to keep moving ahead. And how to keep moving ahead? We have got guidance from Chandrasekhar sir. We have got guidance from Chandrasekhar sir. At each and every step, he was guiding us how to move forward and in which direction. And certainly we were very happy to approach him. So during the second phase of the project work, we got funding from CSIR under mission project to develop the electronic controller, this electronic controller, and take its TRL level, technology readiness level, from 3 to technology readiness level up to 6, so that we can start or move towards the mass manufacturing. This was the purpose. So for this purpose, we have made association with Alimco, Artificial Limbs Manufacturing Corporation of India, which is a public sector enterprises in Kanpur under Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. It is the only company, PSC in our country, who manufactures all assistive devices. It ranges from manual e-tricycle to motorized e-tricycles, smart cane for blind people, then braille script related devices. So they have range of manufacturing devices. The challenge was that they didn't have during that time strong R&D team in their Alimco. It was during 2018. And during the same time, we approached them to bring them on board as an industry partner. I remember their words. Botre sir, आप है ना आगे बढ़िए, हम आपके साथ में हैं. These words were by their R&D team. There were only 2 or 3 members, manager and assistant manager in R&D, and they said it is needed in our country. We are with you. Please move ahead with this project. So, considering this requirement of the electronic controller motor, they gave me industry association later during that time, and we could get the project in industry association under the CSIR mission mode program. And we could able to develop the electronic controller batch processing model as a version 2. And we have also got this motor manufactured from one of the Indian industries in Thane. So controller which we have designed, we have got motor manufactured by one of the industries in Thane. These 2 devices are needed for the making of these motorized tricycles. Earlier, Alimco, they have been using China-made devices. Now we have reached to the level of making of these electronic controller and motor. As a part of our DST project, in association with BITS Pilani, we could able to develop these 3 prototypes as a power assistive hybrid e-trike. This was our project funded by DST, and the purpose was initially to have the complete prototype of the e-trike. One side, we were working for the industry for making of electronic controller and motors, and the other side to have the e-trike, our own model, which is complete prototype of the power assistive hybrid e-trike, which was developed in association with BITS Pilani. Here CSIR CEERI was the lead organization, and BITS Pilani, they were the collaborator in making of the mechanical devices. From CSIR CEERI side, our contribution was in development of electronic controllers and their interfaces, and they have invented this fishbone architecture of e-trike, And they have also invented one hill assist, which helps to prevent the e-trike to skid back or to roll down on the inclined roads. It was one of the challenges given by Alimco. So we could able to successfully complete the prototype of the e-trikes in our CSIR CEERI Pilani, and you can see all the end users are here. We have done the extensive field trial at our CSIR CEERI Pilani campus and on Pilani Road. So these test trials on the power assistive hybrid e-trike we have carried out on Khedala Road. So this is how we have completed our research, developed prototypes, and started deploying in the field. But we were testing. We were asking end users to come to CEERI Pilani and test them. As a part of batch processing prototypes development of the electronic controller, we could able to develop another prototype of the e-assist tricycle in CEERI Pilani. And again, he is a Narendra. We requested him to come to CEERI and to have a test trial of this electronic controller. Wait a minute. वीडियो रन करना हो पीछे हाँ हाँ इसमें रन करना हाँ ये है कनेक्टेड है कोई बात नहीं नेक्स्ट So as I mentioned earlier, our third project was mainly associated with development of 25 ESG tricycles. It was given by our director sir to test our capability of the development of the electronic motor controller. Our team took the challenge and we could able to develop the 25 controllers, motors, and all ESG tricycles. In very short amount of time, in hardly 3 to 4 months, we could able to develop these ESG tricycles in CEERI with the help of our team, scientific team as well as technical team. Now this is the version of the production prototype of electronic controller which we have developed as a part of CSIR project. It has reached a TRL level of 6 to 7. You have seen a bigger circuit with lots of wire during our research. Now this is the final product prototype which we have developed, and I am very happy to share all of you that this prototype we are giving to Alimco Kanpur 10 units for their test trials, industrial test trials by the end of this month. So this is the first time, in our electronic controller research, our controllers from the CEERI, we are giving to Alimco so that they can test at their site, industrial site, and they can share us the feedback. Now we started from the fundamental research, basic science and technology development. We have seen field trials of the prototypes. Now I have showed you the controller version which will be given to Alimco Kanpur 10 units for their industrial test trials. And they have a complete manufacturing unit of motorized tricycles in their industry, and they are manufacturing 50,000 units per year. You just imagine if we give this technology of the controller and motor to Alimco, they will start mass manufacturing of this electronic controller. So they will mass manufacture 50,000 units at their industry. So this is how we vision and having the mission at CSIR to develop the research and technologies to strengthen our industry in country as a part of Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat. So these are the few more pictures of say side view fitting of the electronic controller circuit assembly and heatsink mounting plate and MOSFETs. So this is the top view and this is the experimental setup and final prototype of the electronic controller. So we have to research, make testable units in the laboratory and the production level of the units in the lab so that it can be accepted by the industry, So we have carried out all the processes of design, development and reinvention of these electronic controllers from manufacturing point of view. What would be the manufacturing steps? So it involved the making of die for this heatsink, then PCB assembly and mounting capabilities, their testing step for needed for the manufacturing. So all these manufacturing steps which we have developed in our CSIR CEERI as a part of this project work. As I mentioned earlier, we developed these 25 e-assist tricycles in CEERI Pilani, and in the month of January 2023, in the presence of our Honorable Director Sir and Chandrasekhar Sir, 15 units have been deployed for their extensive test trials in our Pilani town. So you might have seen few vehicles running on Pilani town. These vehicles are developed by CSIR CEERI Pilani and deployed in the field to be tested by the beneficiaries of the people with disabilities. So let me share you their experiences. These vehicles are running in Pilani town, and let me share you 3-4 experiences of the beneficiaries. One beneficiary is near to Talab. He runs his tea stall. You might be aware. His name is Surendra. He daily uses this vehicle for approximately 15 to 20 kilometers. So just imagine earlier he was using either manual tricycle or requesting his brother to pick him from the home and drop him at his tea stall. Now, by getting such kind of electric vehicle, he become the independent. He can go independently from one place to another place. This is how this vehicle empowered him. Another example is in your college. Do you know who is he? He is. So he works in library as assistant. One day he called me and shared his experience. He shared me, Botre sir, ये vehicle मुझे मिली, मैं 15 साल में पहली बार अपने आप घर से अपने जॉब डेस्टिनेशन तक गया, मुझे बहुत खुशी हुई. Just imagine the happiness in his soul. वो बोले कि हर दिन मुझे कोई छोड़ने के लिए घर से कॉलेज आते थे, आज मैं अकेला अपने आप अपनी गाड़ी चला के कॉलेज गया. This is what the return which we have got from our field trials. And he has been using that vehicle since January. Today is December. This month is December. Almost 12 months, all these vehicles are running in the field. Another person, he is from Dulania. He is Mr. Pawan. पवन जी की कहानी तो बहुत ही अलग और रोचक है. उनका मुझे एक दिन फोन आया, बोले बोत्रे सर, उसका जो बैटरी है ना बीच बीच में बंद हो रहा है, चल नहीं रही व्हीकल. तो मैं बोला ऐसे करते हैं, अभी तो डोलानिया बहुत दूर है, एक आपके स्टूडेंट सचिन आते हैं हमारे पास में, तो वो हमारे पास में आते हैं तो सीखने के लिए आते हैं, 1 घंटा या आधा घंटा 2 घंटा. तो मैंने बोला सचिन को जानकारी इसकी, मैं उसको तैयार करके भेज दूंगा दूसरे दिन. तो पवन जी का मुझे दूसरे दिन फोन आया, बोले उनको भेजो मत, मेरी गाड़ी चालू हो गई. मैं बोला क्या हो गया था? बोले बैटरी में कुछ कार्बन आ गया था, तो वो क्लीन करवा लिया शॉप से, तो चालू हो गई गाड़ी. तो मैंने बोला फिर इतनी जल्दबाजी क्यों कर रहे थे आप पर्सन भेजने की? तो बोले मैं तो मनरेगा जाता हूँ ना, मेरी हाजिरी बुड़ती है. तो जो पर्सन घर पे बैठे थे, जो बेचारे थे, बोझ बनते थे फैमिली के लिए, वो व्हीकल मिलने के कारण उनमें इतना कॉन्फिडेंस आ गया, आत्मविश्वास आ गया कि वो मनरेगा पे जाने लग गए। उनके घर में रोजी रोटी का कुछ साधन निर्माण हो गया। सो दिस इज हाउ so one can't imagine what these people can do with assistive devices, assistive mobility vehicles. So it not only builds confidence in them, it empowers them. उनके परिवार के लोग भी बहुत खुश हो गए थे। और एक लास्ट जो नरेंद्र जी हैं, ये जिनसे मतलब ये जो ओवरऑल प्रोजेक्ट की कहानी शुरुआत हुई थी, ये जेरली में इनका शॉप है, ग्रोसरी शॉप है, सब्जी भी बेचते हैं। ये एक बार आए थे पिछले माह में सीरी में, बोले बैटरी का बैकअप नहीं मिल रहा बोतरे सर। मैं बोला आ जाना टेस्टिंग करने के लिए, कार बनाया होगा। तो आ गए, तो मैंने बोला ऐसा करो आप गाड़ी छोड़ के जाओ 2 दिन के लिए। तो बोले नहीं नहीं मैं गाड़ी नहीं छोड़ के जा सकता हूँ, मुझे 2 घंटे के लिए ही छोड़ सकता हूँ मैं, नहीं तो फिर मेरा सब्जी बेचने के लिए जाने का रह जाएगा। So this is how these people have got empowered with the help of these electric mobility vehicles. So you just imagine a small research started in CSIR CEERI Pilani. It has reached the level, on the one side, we are contributing towards the industry through research and development, and we are also contributing to the society by our capabilities. So these are the 25 prototypes of the e-tricycles which we have developed. And this is the day, 14th January 2023. On this day, we deployed 15 units to the end users in Pilani town. So these are the peaks of the industrial trials which we have conducted in Alimco in the month of February 2023. You can see they perform very robust trials on controller and motor at their site. You just see, he is a 90 kg person, and they have fitted the electronic controller and motor onto their vehicle. It is their vehicle, and they tested multiple times our controller and motor onto their vehicles on very steep inclined road. And they gave us very important feedback of what would be the maximum current rating which they are preparing as per the BIS standards. And this is their manufacturing line at their industry. They are manufacturing 50,000 units per year. It is similar to the other vehicle manufacturing line. So we have a business in our country. So these are the few of the data sets which we have collected from the end users of the e-assist tricycle beneficiaries, and we have monitored distance covered per month, then per week's usage recorded, how much kilometer it is running or they are using, and distance covered per charge of the battery in 20 kilometer or more for 70% or 15 kilometer for 30%. So all these parameters which we have recorded over a period of 1 month, and their plots or analytics are shown over here. So every month we collect the data and we perform analytics of the performance and usage by the end user. So we have not stopped our research in the laboratory. We have deployed in the field. We started collecting the data, and we have a 10 months, almost 10 to 11 months data from the end user. Why we are collecting this data from the end user? We are getting the feedback how to correct our controllers, how to optimize our controllers and motors in the laboratory so that we can bring out the next version, next good version. So another prototype of the e-bicycle, it was also developed in our CSIR CEERI Pilani. It was guided by our director, sir. He was always telling us, our team, that e-bicycles are also essential in our country. We developed electronic controller, motors, we have batteries, then why can't we have the e-bikes, e-bicycles, considering the community, special community in the society, old age people, working women, and school going students. So few of the prototypes which we have developed in our laboratory, and let me share you one thing. The students, trainee students, they identified few of the laying bicycles in our hostels near stores, and they cleaned everything, those bicycles, and they assembled everything onto the bicycle and they made it a running condition. So जो कबाड़ पड़ा था CSIR सीरी में जो साइकिल्स थे 2-4 उनको उठा के लैब में ले आए, जो हमारे पास में मोटर्स कंट्रोलर्स थे उनको फिट किया, and they have done excellent work of making of prototypes of 4 to 5 units. And one of the prototype is given to our director sir's residence. They are also using one prototype. These are the features of our developed electronic controllers. So why I am sharing these features over here is that we have conducted EMI EMC compliant standardization on our electronic controller. So before initiating any manufacturing of any device, we have to go through the standardization process. So we have carried out EMI EMC standardization on our electronic motor controller from the ICAT, which is the center at Gurgaon. So these are the other features which we have incorporated as per the feedback received from the industry. These are the patents and copyrights which we filed on our research and technology development on e-assist tricycle and motor controllers. And these are the technologies deployed. 15 units of e-assist tricycles deployed in Pilani town for their extensive field trials by the people with disabilities. And 10 samples of electronic controllers we will be giving to Alimco Kanpur by the end of this month. Yes, this is the program launched. This is 23, sorry for this mistake. Launched in May 2023 by our director sir at Jaipur CSIR CEERI Jaipur Center of this Shakti Chakra training program, especially for ITI and diploma students, so that they can learn the techniques of repairing and maintenance of assistive mobility, or say e-tricycles, e-bicycles, and low power electric vehicles. Yeah, this is running good. Audio है? Wait. इसको रन करना चल रहा है. So this is a small video which we have developed as a part of the training program for ITI and diploma students. I think audio is not coming. So side that device. रीस्टार्ट करना पड़ेगा ना वहाँ पे।
देश के लिए करता नए आविष्कार। CSIR हमारा सच्चा मददगार।
CSIR सीरीज से हमारे वैज्ञानिक साथी तथा तकनीकी टीम के साथ आपका इस ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम में स्वागत है। आज का ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम मुख्यतः इलेक्ट्रिक साइकिल और इलेक्ट्रिक व्हीकल को मेंटेनेंस और रिपेयरिंग करने हेतु आयोजित किया गया है। इलेक्ट्रिक बाईसाइकिल बनाने के लिए इलेक्ट्रिक कंट्रोलर, BLDC मोटर और बैटरी का इस्तेमाल किया जाता है। कई बार इलेक्ट्रिक बाईसाइकिल जब सड़कों पर चलते चलते बंद या खराब हो जाती है तो इनमें से इलेक्ट्रिक कंट्रोलर में मुख्यतः फॉल्ट होता है। इसका मेन कारण कंट्रोलर ज़्यादा गर्म होता है तथा अंदर के इलेक्ट्रॉनिक सर्किट में पार्ट में खराब हो सकता है। इस कंट्रोलर को आप खोलकर फॉल्टी मॉसफेट स्विचेस को बदलकर कंट्रोलर को ठीक कर सकते हैं। दूसरा यह है कि जो कंट्रोलर में कनेक्टर तथा वायर लगे हैं उनमें लूज कॉन्टैक्ट रस्टिंग हो जाता है। वायर और कनेक्टर को अच्छे से चेक करके उन्हें रिपेयर कर सकते हैं। अगला डिवाइस है बैटरी। जैसा कि आप सभी देख रहे हैं कि बैटरी लेड एसिड या लिथियम आयन प्रकार की इस्तेमाल होती है। लेड एसिड बैटरी में ओवर चार्जिंग एंड डीप डिस्चार्जिंग की वजह से फॉल्ट आ सकता है, इसलिए बैटरी की चार्जिंग तथा डिस्चार्जिंग ध्यान से करें। लिथियम आयन बैटरी ज़्यादा गर्म होना या जल जाने जैसे फॉल्ट आते हैं। आपको इस बैटरी को काफ़ी ध्यानपूर्वक ठीक करना होगा। तीसरा डिवाइस BLDC मोटर। इसमें एक तो लूज वायरिंग या लूज कनेक्टर से मोटर चलना बंद हो जाता है। इसके अलावा मोटर के अंदर जो लगे हुए पार्ट्स जैसे कि स्टेटर, रोटर और प्लैनेटरी गियरबॉक्स, इनमें अगर कोई खराबी हो सकती है तो मोटर चलना बंद हो जाता है। इस केस में आप मोटर को खोलकर उसके अंदर के पार्ट को बदल के मोटर को चालू कर ठीक कर सकते हैं। साथियों, इसके अलावा इलेक्ट्रिक साइकिल में हार्नेस वायरिंग होता है, जिन्हें इनपुट आउटपुट डिवाइसेस से जोड़ा जाता है। इनमें लूज कॉन्टैक्ट होना, टूट जाना या रस्टिंग होता है। इनको अच्छे से चेक करके ठीक कर सकते हैं। साथियों, इस ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम में इन डिवाइसेस को समझकर उनके मेंटेनेंस और रिपेयरिंग करने की टेक्निक अगर आप सीख भविष्य में इसका फ़ायदा आपके परिसर के गांव में, शहर में
थी ई स्कूटी, उसको रिपेयर करने के लिए झुंझुनू जाना पड़ा। रिपेयर करने के बाद में उसका जो चार्जेस हुआ, बिल हुआ, वो 5,000 रुपीज था। लेकिन छोटे छोटे प्रॉब्लम होते हैं, वायर लूज कांटेक्ट होता है, रस्टिंग होता है, बस जो एम्प्लॉयमेंट है आपके गांव में चल सकता नहीं है। एंड इट
हेलो हेलो हेलो
monthly income for your family. And as all of you are aware, it is our responsibility, scientific responsibility, our teachers' responsibility, and empower not only the society but our students. So, as a part of research and technology development, skill development is also our goal, and we are scientists contributing in skill development. Yes. So these are the few demonstrations given to school students nearby Pilani town. Okay. And if you see, not only boys, girls are also very curious to learn these things, and they are also very curious to take the test ride. So these are the school students from another schools in Pilani town. And whatever the research work on electronic controller, development of the e-assist tricycle, e-trike, power assistive e-trike, all these developments, research, technology development have been recognized by our Honorable President of India in the month of December 2022 by National Award सर्वश्रेष्ठ अनुसंधान दिव्यांगता के सशक्तिकरण के क्षेत्र में. It is the award given to our research work in our country, and it is the recognition given to us. So I am thankful to our honorable director sir, my mentors, and all my team members for contributing selflessly in this project work. So our endeavor, unleashing the potential and enhancing the dignity of life of the elderly and the people with disabilities. So this quote is given by my mentor Chandrasekhar sir, and it is telling a lot of strong message to the society. Thank you so much. And next slide is questions. So these are few of the questions which I have prepared. So anyone wish to answer whichever question they feel they can answer. Just raise your hands. So what type of commutation is used in running or functioning of the BLDC motor? So last session is question and answer, I suppose. Or if you have any questions, you please share to me, or you can ask. Feel free to ask. स्मिता मैडम थोड़ा कोऑर्डिनेट करेंगे. है ना, ठीक. Sir, your valuable suggestion on today's.
First, of course, on behalf of all of us, congratulating the Professor Botre, scientist Botre, who has done the innovation to a level at the end, it is implemented. That is important. If anything stops at the laboratory level, and it may be diminished then and there only, but taking that to implementing level, usage level, end user, then the project will have its own value. Done. Same way, when you also think of some of the ideas in your mind, first bring that to laboratory level, it is must. Check out the all possible ways when it reaches the end user. Problems that might come in the middle, which you have seen in this presentation, like manufacturing level, starting from innovation level. So these points, when you think, and there are many some key points given in the presentation, like you can earn, you can have your own entrepreneurship level, manufacturing level, industry level. So you youngsters, which really matches with the Amrit call of our own country level of innovation by youngsters, that too. So it have a good relevance here. So accordingly you can think. Now, when you come to the particular innovative works of scientist Botre, you can see the questions which you have heard so far, and how many of you know these. The way you listen to such presentations, keeping that in your memory or understanding the things, not only here, anywhere, even in classroom, even in studies, even in your library, even when you discuss with your friends, when you discuss with your teachers. So all those noting down and taking further is very, very vital. That is what. And special award that he got from or by the President of our India. It's a great achievement. On behalf of that, all we shall applaud and clap for his achievements. Great work, sir. We wish, since such scientists are very rare in our country, we wish to solve not only one problem of our society from their side, we have many such problems. CEERI has got such capability, strength, laboratories, scientist brain. So all that is there. We wish CEERI to go ahead with the levels where these different problems of the societies are still persisting to be solved around. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, I will request all the faculty members and students kindly fill the feedback form and kindly return to the Ruchi ma'am and Vipin sir. Thank you, sir, for gracing us with your presence and knowledgeable insights. We are truly honored to have you as a part of this event. Now, there is no other better platform and day to recognize and honor excellence in research within our STEAM academics community. As we gather here for the Viksit Bharat, it is only fitting that we take a moment to acknowledge the outstanding contribution to one of all distinguished faculty members. So we'd like to request our dignitaries as well as our distinguished speaker, Dr. Botre sir, kindly give away the recognitions to our faculty members for on having a great research and activities in their domain. First, I would like to call up Dr. Nimesh Kumar, HOD, Computer Science Engineering. He has published one SCI and two conference. He will be awarded with a token of love of 7K. So I will request all the dignitaries, Director Sir, GM Commercial Sir, and Principal Sir to join away the duties. Now I will request Dr. Smita Parekh, HOD, EE Department. She has published 2 SCI, 1 Scopus and 1 conference. I would like our audience to be silent for a few moments. She would be receiving a token of 8K. Dr. Vipin Kumar, Associate Professor, ASH. He has published 1 Scopus and 1 conference. He would be receiving a token of 3K. Next, Dr. Santosh Agir, HOD, Electronics and Communication Engineering Department. He has published 1 conference. He would be receiving of 1K as a token of appreciation. Next, Dr. Gaurav Verma, Assistant Professor, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. He has published 1 SCI paper. He would be receiving of 5K as token of recognition. Dr. Vikas Taylor, Assistant Professor, Department of Applied Science and Humanities. He has published 1 Scopus. He would be receiving a token of 1K. Dr. Anupama Sarma, Associate Professor, Department of Applied Science and Humanities. She has published 1 Scopus and 1 conference. She would be receiving a token of appreciation of 4K. Lastly, myself, Dr. Nishant Kumar, Assistant Professor, Electrical Engineering Department. I have published 1 SCI, 1 Scopus and 1 conference. I would be receiving a token of 4K as an appreciation. Thank you all the dignitaries. Hello.
Thank you so much, sir, for giving me this opportunity for felicitating all your staff members, faculty members. They are the pillar of this organization. We should appreciate and recognize them. And this initiative would be encouraging and motivating them. I heard few publications for the first author, journals, corpus. I would say one thing over here. Our director sir is also here, organization director sir, principals, GM sir. So please put in little bit more efforts to get the patent. Yes. And कल से मैं सोच रहा था कि what is the gap? गैप क्या है, मतलब हम लोग इनिशिएटिव क्यों नहीं लेते? तो मोस्ट ऑफ द फैकल्टीज का ये कहना रहता है कि उनको प्रोजेक्ट फंडिंग नहीं मिलता है सर. तो नो नीड टू वरी अबाउट द प्रोजेक्ट फंडिंग. ये जब काम चालू हुआ था तो चंद्रशेखर सर डायरेक्टर सर थे, उनको बोला सर ये असिस्ट बनाना है ट्राईसाइकिल में. बोले बोतरे ये काम करो आप, ये इसका जरा सा कैलकुलेशंस करके आओ मैथमेटिक्स, और 25-30 हज़ार रुपए लगेंगे, वो मैं इंस्टीट्यूट फंड से दे दूंगा. क्या चाहिए? एक मोटर चाहिए, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कंपोनेंट तो अपने पास में है ही, मोटर बैटरी. तो 25-30 हज़ार रुपए से शुरुआत हुई थी. His words, उनके जो वर्ड्स थे, मैं 25-30 हज़ार रुपए अपने फंड से दे दूंगा, वो तो मैंने कभी लिए नहीं है. मैंने कैलकुलेशंस करके उनको दिखाया, उनको वो इम्प्रेस कर गया और उन्होंने DST में प्रोजेक्ट सबमिट करने के लिए परमिशन दे दी. एंड आई कुड गेट फ्रॉम DST 68 lakhs for the e-trike project, 57 lakhs for the controller project, and 10 lakhs from our own director, CEERI director, 10 lakhs. So आपका जो ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर साहब ने बोला है कि आज से शुरुआत बहुत जरूरी है, वो करनी बहुत जरूरी है। और मैं इस साल आपके पब्लिकेशंस कॉपस ये वर्ड सुना है, नेक्स्ट ईयर पेटेंट्स का सुनना चाहूंगा। ठीक है, पेटेंट्स टेक्नोलॉजीज, इसमें हमारा जो वर्किंग हैंड है काफी अच्छा कंट्रीब्यूट कर पाएंगे। और कुछ नहीं है सर, मैं आपको एक विनम्रता से लास्ट कुछ सबमिशन देना चाहूंगा स्टूडेंट्स को, फैकल्टी मेंबर्स को भी। हम लोग क्या करते हैं, आर्डिनो और छोटी छोटी मोटर्स होती है 12 वोल्ट पे चलने वाली, उससे हमारा काम शुरू करते हैं और प्रोजेक्ट का जो थीसिस होता है वहीं पे एंड हो जाता है। थोड़ा और आगे एनकरेज करेंगे ना, इसके लिए कितना कॉस्ट लगेगा, 1000-1200 रुपए। एक आर्डिनो मोटर, एक L293D मोटर चलने लग गई, फॉरवर्ड रिवर्स लेफ्ट राइट राइट। उससे थोड़ा और एफर्ट्स लगाएंगे, 4-5 हजार रुपए थोड़ा सा कंट्रीब्यूट करेंगे, तो यू कैन हैव सच काइंड ऑफ मोटर्स एंड यू कैन स्टार्ट फ्रॉम दैट पॉइंट। वहां से अगर आप शुरुआत करेंगे, एक छोटा छोटा एक्सपेरिमेंटल सेटअप बनाएंगे जो एक्चुअल यूज में होने वाले डिवाइसेस है, बट वो उतने क्वालिटी के नहीं होंगे, लेकिन कहीं से आप अरेंज कर सकते हैं। आप सीरी से भी लोन पे ले सकते हैं 2 महीने के लिए, 3 महीने के लिए, लेकिन उस पे काम करना चालू करो। क्योंकि आप छोटे मोटर से जब एक्चुअल यूज होने वाले मोटर पे काम करना चालू हो जाएंगे, देन यू विल रियलाइज व्हाट आर द चैलेंजेस ऑफ रनिंग दोस काइंड ऑफ मोटर्स, व्हाट आर द कंट्रोल टेक्निक्स, व्हाट आर द सेंसिंग टेक्निक्स। छोटे जोन से काम करके ऊपर वाले जोन में भी आने का जो माइक्रो स्टेपिंग लेना है वो भी लेना चालू करो, और उससे क्या है कि आपका कॉन्फिडेंस बिल्ड होगा, प्लस आपके पेटेंट्स आने भी चालू हो जाएंगे। थैंक यू सो मच, थैंक यू।
Thank you very much, sir. I would I would like to request our principal, sir, GM Commercial, sir, to kindly give away the token of love to the Dr. Bhausaheb Ashok Botre, sir. Thank you very much to all our dignitaries and our respected speaker. Huh. Sir, it's vote of thanks. Huh. Okay, as we leave this venue today, let us carry out with us the energy and inspiration gained from this event today. Let's continue to work towards the vision of Viksit Bharat 2047, a nation that thrives on progress, inclusivity, and sustainable development. And may you, youth of India, continue to be agents of positive change in our beloved Bharat. Thank you once again to all the respected guests, respected director, GM commercial, principals, faculty members, and dear students. It was because of everyone's hard work that this event was possible. Thank you so much for joining. After this, we'll have a small refreshment break. Thereafter, we could leave for our further classes and all. The refreshments are arranged for students at the right side of the BPTRC and on the left side for the faculty members.